Yeah, it's working. Nice. It's been so long, I almost forgot how to do this. Hello everybody. Welcome to a live stream that I haven't done in forever. Seriously, when was like the last time? Was it a month ago? Was it like 2 months ago? I really can't remember when the last live stream was. Oh wait, no, because it must have been forever ago. Yeah, I think the last one was before Ohm's Studio, and that was like right at the beginning of December. That was a long time ago. All right, so if you don't know what this is or you need some explanation, I'm just gonna open up some project files or songs, just any of your music. So like an FL Studio project file. So if you like go to File in your project file, Export, and then to Zip Loop Package, you'll get a zip file. So you can upload that to like WeTransfer or Dropbox, and then send that to me, and then I'll open it up. Or if you use a different program like a Logic or Bitwig, then you can just send like a SoundCloud link. That's fine. It's not a problem. I can just open that up instead and give you feedback on that, and we'll all listen to your music. I'll give critical, in real time feedback and how I'd go about fixing it, and the chat will probably give you in real time roasting or something like that. Hopefully not too harsh. Sometimes it's a little spicy in the chat, but for the most part, it's pretty wholesome, and it's an educative experience, and you get some. Yeah, I guess like if it's the first time you're kind of doing it, where like you're letting other people hear your music, it can be kind of an interesting experience the first time you do that. It can be a little bit like, whoa, people are listening to my music and critiquing it. That's a lot of stuff. So I have a track from Technor. Oh yeah, by the way, the Gleam link is in the description of this video. So all you have to do is just like put your name in and the download link. It says like where to put the download link, so I think you can figure it out and just put it there, and then I can download it and open it. Yeah, cool, nice. Here's the first one. I'm just gonna play. Also, I'm like a little worn out. I'm like tired, so I don't think it's gonna be a super long stream, but let's aim for like 2 hours, I guess. You know, it's relatively short to some other streams, but yeah, I'm just gonna play. Oh, I got the metronome is turned on. Let's turn that off and do that again. Nice. What a nice track to start off with. So this was Technor with Guitar by Hulsvein. And overall, it was a pretty nice listen. You know, a lot of the instruments, the bass line, just the whole track is nice. It's just a nice track to listen to. The biggest issue I have is just how the guitar sits in the mix. It does feel a little like, I don't know, it's like in this weird space apart from everything else. It doesn't really fit in. And it might be just because so many of the other sounds are really wide. I forget which one's where, but there was like some that were, ooh, nice sounds. Really nice sounds. Which part was it? It's this bass, I think, actually. This is a super wide bass. It's almost like completely stereo. But I did check. I did like put this into mono by like turning this all the way to the right to make sure. You know, you can still hear the bass. It's just like there's a lot of detail. Whoa, like hard pan left and right, it feels like. Oh, hey, this is recording. Yeah, let me just... Good thing you muted that so I don't hear myself. Yeah, I don't know if that's really a big issue, the super wide bass, but... It does contrast with this guitar, which doesn't sound as, I guess, not as wide. So what's going on here? Transient processor, yeah. I don't know if there's anything to do with just how the guitar was recorded, because I know very little about like guitar recordings and all that stuff. The effects feel like it's, you know, it's good and it's doing something well. What if I made it more wide? Would that help in any shape or form? Or I could even like use a ozone imager. Let's check the image of this. Okay, so you can tell that that's quite a narrow image compared to, let's say if I open up the bass, I'm sure the bass is going to be like crazy wide. And usually that would be the other way around, where like the bass is more of the centered instrument and the higher up instruments are a little more wide. Again, let me get the ozone imager. I'm still on version 1, haven't upgraded. So yeah, the bass is like all over the place. And guitar is more in the center. I'm choking on protein powder at the moment because I thought I'd make some tea. I was like, oh, I know. I'm going to put some protein powder in this tea because that'll make this like a very cool protein-y tea. I thought that'd be a great idea. And then all the protein clumped up into little like blocks of protein that are just floating at the top of this tea now. And I have lots of regrets. I wish I hadn't done that. But yeah, it's too late to go back. It's already, you know, clumped up in my tea. So I'm just trying to swallow that, but it's not working well. Yeah, so I could just use the sterilize thing here. I think that works a little bit better, and it's only because the bass is so wide and the guitar is so narrow in comparison. I think that's the thing that was putting me off. Maybe ideally the actual bass wouldn't be as wide either, but I did like it, but maybe I can just make it a little less wide. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong one. Sure, let's do that. think there's a little bit on the guitar. I think that fits a little more in terms of like the stereo image of that. You did a good job on the vocal chops. They're very nice. Very nice. Oh, you can't see the imager. What the hell? Oh, this is what I was looking at the whole time. Cause oh yeah, I detached it, so it was like on top of it. All right. Let's just for a second go back. This is what I was talking about, real briefly. This is the before it goes into this version, which is making it wider. So you can see how the guitar is like very narrow, and this is it afterwards, after I've made it wider. Whereas the bass is also like very wide. And that's what I was referring to, where one of them was like a lot more centered and the other one was wider. Usually the bass is a little less wide, but yeah, so I made the guitar more wide. That's what I did. That's what we did here. I don't think there's really much I need to critique other than that. I like a lot of the sounds. I like a lot of the progressions and the chords that you did here. It's pretty cool. The drums come through the mix nicely as well. Yeah, it's just overall, it's a nice listen. It already feels like a pretty complete track. I think the only thing you'd want to maybe do after this point is maybe just reference it with some other tracks and be like, okay, how loud are my drums compared to some other tracks, or is my bass too loud? Just little things like that. And you know, you can try doing that yourself, but sometimes it's easier just to like listen to another track and just compare it that way, so you know for a fact, oh yeah, my drums are a little weak compared to all these other reference tracks. So that's my only real suggestion from this point on. But yeah, nice song. Good job, Technor. Yay! I have like a yay sound effect. We're just gonna go with that. That's good. That's the one we're doing. Okay, next project file. Which all I have to do is just select a new random person from the list of entries on Gleam. So guys, $200K. That's coming up real soon, isn't it? Wow, we're gonna have to do something special for that. I don't know what, but it's just gonna have to be crazy. Okay, so this one is a SoundCloud link. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna play this SoundCloud link. So it's from Hades, like Hades or Hades, Haydes, and it's a song called Nebulous. Will this work? Hey, there we go. There's a big gap of audio. This is nice. I'm enjoying this. lot of short tracks. Like this track was like 2 minutes, and the last one was 2 minutes. But that's like kind of surprising for a track like this. You'd kind of expect it to be like 5 or 7 minutes, just slowly building out. You know, it was like 64 bars of just kick. But it was nice. I enjoyed it. It was a very like meditative listen. I really don't have much to say to that. I enjoyed it, and I could honestly like hear it already on like some sort of chill house compilation. You know, it's nice. I can't think of anything to say. Someone said like the kick was clicky, but let's see. Is the kick really too clicky? Maybe. I'm okay with it. I don't think it bothers me too much. Look at all this free press inverted silencer getting down here. Stream Vista. Yeah. Oh. Okay, that's all. That's the teaser you get. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't know what you plan on taking this to do with this to make it more than a demo. I guess maybe like longer. That's the only thing I could think of. Like maybe some way of making it like an actual progressive house length of a track. But yeah, I really can't think of anything to say. It's just nice. It's cool. It's nice and cool. Both of those things at the same time. Good job, Hades. Hades nuts.
Damn, son.
All right. Follow Hades. Everybody should follow Hades because that was nice. That was nice. They deserve more. This is actually public. It's not even a private link, so I guess anybody can listen to it now. Yeah, good one. Bam. I liked it. I like this track. This was a good track. Techno. Oh, is it really techno? I might have to take that like back. I don't think. Yeah, boy. Oh my god. Oh, what happened to the voice? Okay, I'll read that. Love you and your content, mate. Keep it up. Hope my chat gets picked by the algorithm. Lamau. Oh. What happened? Why? What happened to the voice? I'm not sure what's up with OBS. But anyways, thank you very much for the donation. That was Escape from Tibet. I think I didn't read the full name. I think that's what it said. It kind of just disappeared. Thank you very much. I hope you get picked by the algorithm too. You know, it's just a simple randomized algorithm that's not too complex, but if there's lots of people, then, you know, chances kind of get a little lower. Yeah. Wouldn't that be crazy if you got picked right now as I am randomizing this again? It's Tony. Okay. Let's see. How can I do this? Hey, it's another SoundCloud link. Tony. Here we go. My protein tea tastes like toothpaste.
Yeah, boy! Your channel has taught me so much about audio engineering. Cheers.
Whoa, thank you, Jake Wenzel. Thank you very much for your donation. And I'm happy that I could teach you about audio engineering. Really, I would say it's probably more music production, as I guess you technically would call the audio engineering part, like microphones and studio work, which is like scary and difficult. See, the people that do that, they're the real heroes here. But yeah, I'm happy I could teach something. So yay. Demo 1. We're about to listen to the rest of Demo 1 from Tony.
This can buy you more protein tea. Love you.
Thank you, Thorn. Thank you very much for the donation. I'm not sure if I really enjoy or can advise protein tea. I don't think it's more like toothpaste tea, honestly, because it's mint tea with strawberry. It's just a very weird combination. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. I'm assuming it's like a big breakdown thing, and then it goes back to the drop. But it sounds pretty good. There hasn't been like any bad tracks so far, and this is still good. And I think like when the drums come in, they sound very nice. There's very good jumps here. The chords, while I do like and I think they work well, there's something about them. I don't know. It feels like they're a bit more roomier than everything else in the track. It's like they have like a lot of room reverb, and everything else is like relatively dry, whereas these have like a different space. It's like those were recorded in a bathroom, and then everything else has not that sort of ambience. That being said, they're still nice chords. They're kind of future housey in a way. They're not bad. They're not bad. Not bad, Tony. This is gonna be like a little bit, I'm skipping through this because... Ooh. 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 Not a big fan of the hi-hat there, that ride cymbal thing. Oh, what in the hell happened? Okay, we have to go back. Holy.
Yeah, boy!
Oh, don't.
PLS, check hashtag Soundcloud.
Well, you just need to enter in the Gleam link, and then that very well might happen. Okay, thank you very much, Splinny, for the donation. All right, I'm gonna be honest. That was badass. I like that a lot.
Protein featuring T, not GR8, 2 original mix.
Okay, can we just appreciate that the text-to-speech said featuring instead of feet dot? That was actually like really impressive. That's just some crazy world AI technology right there. Thank you very much for the donation. Yeah. It's true. It's not... Okay, this was badass. This was really, really good. There was no reason, though, that we should have to wait 3 minutes to get to the good drop. Like, I'm not saying this is the bad drop, but this is the good drop. This is, out of the 2 drops, this is the one that's like, okay, wow, yeah, that's actually good. That's really like special. You know, this is just your, you know, it's nice. There's nothing bad with it. It's fine. But this, that's actually like, whoa. That's a whoa moment. I feel like you should rearrange this. I don't know if this is, you know, just like a bunch of ideas that you have together in a project file, but I like how it goes from this really like kind of quiet, you know, okay, I don't like the hi-hat there, but I do think you did the right choice in like making it like really like, oh, quiet, and then go into that loud switch. I enjoy that. I think that's very exciting. Maybe there's a way to like after this intro transition into this, not into the whole entire thing, just like, you know, part of it, and then go into that drop, and then maybe have this as like a second half of the first drop. In a way, it's not going to be as energetic, to be honest, but the fact that this is like so good, this is like good. I don't, you know, if I was just to listen up to this point of the track, I'd be like, okay, yeah, it's not crazy or anything like that. But if you had this a lot early in the track, I'd be like, wow, okay, let's that's nice. Okay, so at this time where like it kind of just repeats the whole first part all over again, maybe this time there could be like a couple more elements. I do think you add like an extra hi-hat, which is cool, but maybe like a lead layer on top of that bass, so it's like harmonized, maybe like a fifth higher or a fifth plus an octave. Just things to make it sound a little fuller and a bit more unique or a bit more different the second time around. But yeah. It's good. It's very, very good. It's like very, very, very good. So good job on that. Yeah, I can see why it's demoed. It's very, you know, incomplete in a lot of areas. But if you keep them all up to this like standard of all being as good as that, then you're gonna have like one finished track that's just gonna be like, very nice. Very, very cool. Very cool. Good job, Tony. You impressed me. I'm very impressed by this track, and hopefully you finish it, because this is the type of like electro house that I like. I'm like, yeah. You know, it is a little like 2013 vibes, I guess, but that's okay, because it still slaps. It still bangs, and I still appreciate it. So yeah. Let's go to another project file. Oh yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I feel invigorated now. The Electro House drop invigorated me. Hopefully, I'll have a new video out for you guys pretty soon. The successor to the XL drum machine. It is coming. I know nobody asked for it, nobody really wants it, but it's almost here. And it's going to be... You're going to ask yourself, why did I do this? Why? What was the point of being like this? It's a good question. It's Owsley Teledestrian. Released by No More Fun Records. I hope this doesn't mean that I get like copyright strike banned from life. I had to play that one all the way through. They certainly delivered on the hashtag wacky. I am not let down by that at all. Yeah, at like production wise, there's like a lot of good, cool moments. I think the drums that you have at certain points are very like explosive and fit that. It's almost like a live jazz feeling. And overall, like the track has like Vapor Cruise vibes. If Vapor Cruise like only wrote chromatic harmonies and just didn't care about any sort of key or yeah. It isn't my favorite like chord progression in the world, but I can respect it. I do like that it is out there, and you know, some people will enjoy this a lot. I would say like the only real part that kind of bothered me was like around here. It did feel like okay, it's wacky, but we've heard this section over and over again. Maybe there's more variation in the chord progressions. Like it's almost like the same chord progression all the way through. It's just different like versions of it, different instrumentation, different level of intensity. But there could be like A parts and B parts and C parts where it's like a different, total different feeling in a way, so that it's a bit more of a journey. Which part am I talking about? So this is like the first impact moment. It just doesn't feel like it has too much impact here. Maybe you could like that da 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 da. You kind of hear that over and over and over again in the melody, which kind of reduces its quirkiness. It's like okay, we just hear this over because later in them, you know, when the drums come in, it's like oh well, it's the exact same thing, but now there's just some extra drums. There's not even bass. No, it's just the low end of the kick, but there's no actual like bass line. That would be one thing to maybe emphasize that area a bit more. Like this is the actual like explosive moment. That's like yeah, that's cool, but I do feel like this is also trying to be one. It's just not there yet. And you could also work redactively where like, you know, try and remove stuff before, make it a little bit different before you go back into this section. For instance, like, I don't know, just like a simplified version here, and then bam, back into sort of like a chorus sort of thing going on. Yeah. I mean, it's too late now. It's already been released, but this is just advice of how I would have taken things or for a future track. But other than that, you know, there's potential here. If you like your avant-garde, left field sort of production, I think you definitely like have something there that is quite unique. It's like the 100 gex track, I Need Assistance. Is that the name of the track? I think it is. I can't remember the full title, but it's like that, but a bit more repetitive in a sense. It's like it's a bit more structured version of that track, whereas the 100 gex ones is almost like constantly just new material the whole way through. No actual like verse chorus structure. And I feel like that if you are going to be avant-garde or go for that sort of weird out there sort of vibe, that's helps to be a little bit more like that, because then it's, you know, when you're trying to structure the weirdness, it makes the weirdness less weird in a sense. It makes it more structured and more ordinary. But hey, that's just my take on it. That's just my 2 cents. It's not like I'm like any sort of experimental music master by any means, so take my word with a grain of salt. I keep switching back to FL Studio because I'm expecting the next project to also be like FL Studio, or yeah, I think it will be. But we've been getting a lot of SoundCloud links. Let's see. So that was Owsley Music. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh god, there's like so much protein in my throat. Why does this zip loop have a setup.exe file? I am confused. Oh wait, is that like just a plugin? I'm just gonna play the SoundCloud version because there's a fully mastered version here. And hey, we've been doing SoundCloud versions all this time, so that's cool too. We'll just keep on the chain of SoundCloud links. Okay, Mr. Really cross up. Alright, I'm gonna stop it there. Yeah, there's a lot of like compression on a lot of the sounds. A little like too smushed overall of a track. Unfortunately, I do think that kind of harms the sound quality of the whole entire mix, just because a lot of the sounds are just so smushed together. And in terms of melody, like a lot of, I don't even mind the tempo change. I actually think that's pretty cool. It's like, yeah, why not? Why not go for it? That doesn't bother me so much. I'm okay with that. I think it's a unique quality. It's more like the writing of the track, like the melodies. I think sometimes those are a little bit too simple. And if you're just starting out, then that's not really surprising. Nobody really writes like fantastic melodies when they just start out producing. But my advice when like trying to write a melody or come up with a melody is to think of something that you would like hum or sing to yourself in your head, or I guess even out loud. Because you're going to come up with like melodies that feel a bit more human. When you're just typing them into a piano roll, you can like come up with stuff that often sounds quite janky and like just like very automated. And it's like there isn't any human logic between the notes. At least that's my takeaway on that. Yeah, so when we start out, so you can kind of already tell straight away just from the first chord that the chords themselves are very like, I don't know what the word. It's just, I guess it's just part of that smushing effect of the master or of the sounds. It's just, you can kind of already tell like, ooh, this is squished. That being said, the sounds themselves are also like nothing too special. Like it's a super saw, so usually super saws sound better when they're just in combination with something else, and later you get the bass on, so it does sound like a lot fuller. When it's just on its own, it's like, it it feels like it's missing something because I'm just so used to hearing them in the context of having like, you know, in a drop with bass layered underneath. So without it, it's just kind of empty sounding. And you can make that more interesting by maybe having a different version for these intros where it's like it has a filter envelope, so it's a bit more like a 80s synth with like that slow filter decay. That makes it more interesting at least, or some sort of motion, maybe an LFO on the filter. A little cliche, but at least that gives it a little bit more interesting for these parts where it's just the chord on its own. Like here, like, you know, once the bass comes in, it's like, okay, it feels, at least it's not as empty sounding, but still smushed. And I think, yeah, what Koos says is right, is that when you are beginning out, you're not going to be good at mastering, and that's like a very easy stage to just over squish stuff and make your track sound worse than it really is. Because if you have bad mastering, that affects your whole track. It makes your whole track sound bad. Whereas no mastering, hey, it might be quiet, but at least it isn't squished, and you can still hear, you know, you can still turn it up yourself. There's no really like way of undoing a squish master, unfortunately. But that's fine. You can like learn about that and develop that over time. And even like, I guess doing bad masters isn't a bad thing, because at least you learn how not to do it, as long as you have the feedback of someone saying, this is a little bit too squished, maybe you should not squish it so much. Okay, and then later on in the track, see what you're going for here. You know, you want like a full wall of sound. It just sounds so like loud and in your face, and that's definitely cool. Like the ideas behind this are good. It's just the execution of them. But of course, like you said, you just started out. That's the hard part. But you got the ideas. So, you know, as you should definitely like keep on producing, and the skills will come in time. Yes. Oh. We're transposing. The heartbeat. Okay. Yeah. I think I've said all I can say. There isn't like too much I can do without the project file, but just as, you know, my feedback on the audio, yeah, I hope that was coherent enough to follow and get something out of. On to the next. Oh yeah, we got another SoundCloud link. I hope you're ready for this one. Oh, this is dance. Why is this a private? Oh wait, no, it's not a private link. Okay, here we go. DJ Mickey B, 4K HD. Okay, I have to end the party there, but that was quite enjoyable. I enjoyed that in some ways. It really grew on me. The thing is, like, the intro starts so loud. It's like starts at a 10, like, in terms of loudness. Like, where do you go from there? There isn't much place to go from that point on. And also, like, some of the vocals in this part are, like, a little bit hard to hear. But I like the concept. I like how it's like going back and forward from the vocoder to the vocals. I think that's pretty neat. You hear a lot of the over and over. The thing I think that bothers me the most in this track is just the clap. I don't think it fits so well. Like, I think the kick is actually pretty good. I think the kick it fits. With the clap, I keep like concentrating on that. It's like it gets quieter and then it comes back again. And it's like, oh, it's I don't know, if it was maybe just different or just fit a little bit better, maybe that would be the big thing that fixes it. Masterful like artwork here, 4K HD. There's no better embodiment of 4K HD than this picture right here. High res, definitely. This is fun. It's a fun track. I enjoy it. I honestly could hear it like live at the club or something. Yeah, I think it could go down pretty well. Like, it would just fit in with everything else. It was fun. It's fun. Yeah. Where does it go? Oh, that's a huge. It's like 2 minutes of just pure like electro house. Okay. Yeah, that was cool. Cool. Elliot. Clandestine. Cool. Oh, I mean, okay, well, the count is clandestine, but the track's TJ Mickey B. Why is it from 5 years ago? Why was this sent now? Why has this taken 5 years to reach me now? I don't... Okay. I have to play that again. Yeah, okay, I think we have an FLP. We're all FLP, P. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. We're downloading the FLP, FLP. Nice. This is final, but Do You Our Thing is the name of this project. It's literally what it's called. This is final, but do your thing. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be your thing, do your thing. But there's a space between the U and the R. So it's do your thing. So I will do my R thing. I'm gonna do my R thing like you've never seen before.
I wish I never said forever. Rain together. I wish I never said forever. 'Cause I know we ain't great together. I wish I never said forever. 'Cause I know we ain't great together.
Oh.
Never said forever. I wish I never said
Can I stop? Because I really like that. I thought that was a very good. This section, you know, we're about to transition into different parts, so I just want to speak about this one first. Very nice, huge ass sidechain, but I like it. It works. I think it's very nice. I think some of the voices when they pitch up and go to like harmonies, that actually sounds weirder than just the regular voice. I think like your regular voice is pretty good. It works well for this track. So the ones where it's like it's like whoa, what's going on there? And the beginning of these chords, I swear it was like an air horn or something. It sounds so much like a right at the beginning. Just the beginning of it. It's very air horny. I'm not sure why that was. It just like triggered me. But yeah, it was very nice. Yeah, wow, that was really good. That was quite a journey and a good trip, a good journey. Uh, some notes. I thought the little strings here that come in like whoa really quickly. There wasn't like any sort of maybe a bit more of a gradual change here, but just a taste thing. Um, the transpose caught me off guard, but I think it's unique. It's definitely unique. Here the one of the basses. I think it's this one. Yeah, that could have been a bit more wet. Like you could have put this into a mixer track. Oh no, a lot of stuff isn't named. No. See, here's a little trick. All you need to do is just have this selected, select an empty mixer track, and then just press Control L. It's gonna route there. It'll name it, so then you don't have like tracks that are empty and have no names that I don't like. Yeah, you could have had like just a little bit of room reverb on this bass, like real short decay, like all the way down pretty much. Then turn that down. Yeah, maybe even more, like really small amount, but just so it has some subtle roomness to it, because otherwise I felt like it was just a little bit too flat, too dry, compared to a lot of the other sounds as well that had more space to them. So this gives it a bit of sense of depth, and then you can also like add another one here and just use this as like a long reverb tail that you just fade in and out. Maybe I'm making this like way too long than it needs to be, but you get the concept that like just having that like fade out thing I think would be quite nice on the bass, just as a little like whoa, a little bit of extra texture, motion to that one particular sound. But that was the only one that I thought was really dry. This part over here, what? Over here. Yeah, that was pretty stellar right there. Don't need to do much on that one. Overall, this is really good. This is a good track, and kudos. TV in the chat. Good on you, everybody. Go follow TV. Where's the link? TV, where's the link? Is this coming out? Because people want to know. Good, very good. I think I've said everything I need to say about this one, but you did really good on this track. So, Chris Medina. It's on Spotify. I'm Chris Medina. Hello, Chris Medina. It's good to meet you. Is that like a name? I'm just gonna like look it up. Chris Medina Vivo. Chris Medina, born in 1983. Christopher Edward Medina is an American-Norwegian singer born in Chicago, Illinois. In late 2010, he auditioned for American Idol, making it to the top 40 before being eliminated. That's too bad. Oh, you were on All Nighter. Really? That's cool. Hey, I was on All Nighter too. Whoa, that's crazy. I thought, like, why did that name sound familiar? Nice. Sick. Cool. Follow Chris Medina on Spotify and SoundCloud and all other places. Yeah. Sick. Who's gonna follow Chris Medina? Because it's no easy act. That was setting the bar pretty high right there. I sure wouldn't want to go after Chris Medina. I personally wouldn't. No, not me. Oh, you were on All Nighter 3? Name 3 of their albums then. If you know so much about All Nighter, huh? Huh? All right, Modern Orchestra. PP Dylan. Also respond. I guess that's me responding. That is a response. All right, Modern Orchestra. Who's the producer? Let me check. Let me check this real quick. It is from Josh. I don't know if they want me to say their full name. I guess, but Josh, if you're in the chat, this is your project. Hey, Josh Howson, nice.
Yeah, boy.
Oh my frick.
Do I have to follow you on everything for the project file to go through? Also, I'ma follow the homie Chris.
You don't need to. Thank you very much for your donation. You don't need to follow me on anything. Those just give you extra entries. You know, that's just like a little extra. If you want to be like a super fan, yeah, I'm gonna follow Dylan on Twitch. Sure, on twitch.tv.com. Watch him live stream over there. Sure, you can do that, and I'll give you an extra entry in the Gloom raffle. But you don't even need to do that. You can just do like the mandatory, like just put your email one. That's enough. You know, you still can get picked. It's just your chances are direly less. Direly less.
Dylan Tall Chief? More like Dylan Ball Thief. Bad dog.
Very funny. Very funny, Goff. That was very funny. Ha ha. Very good one, Goff. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. I like how you ended that. Like you extended the last bar. Like that was kind of cool. Oh, what is this oboe thing? Ooh. Okay, so I didn't even mind this drop. There's like some parts of it are very simple, like, you know, the future bass womp womp womp. I think maybe those could be, the sound of these aren't too impressive themselves, but the whole, like, the idea of it, whilst it not being like anything crazy or, you know, reinventing the wheel, I think it fits well with the intro, and like it was a good surprise after this like build up. I think it pays off from the build up, so that's cool. I kind of like the snare as well. Oh, I think the snare works well. Yeah, it just sits on top of the mix. I think that works well. Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, it's these chords that I'm not a fan of. Could it be this comb filter that I do not like? Do not like the comb filter.
Here you go, sweaty mama voos you.
Aw, that's kind of wholesome. Thank you very much, Shivni, for your donation. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you. Where's I want to like a. Ooh, and now I want to like a. I don't have a thank you sound effect, but that was a thank you sound effect. I'm gonna take off a lot of the like the filtering, the comb stuff. It just makes the sound a little weird. What if I put this on saws as well? Is this a good idea? Or maybe it's a terrible idea. We're about to find out. Also, the delay. Do we need the delay on this? It's quite heavy. I'm gonna turn it down. It's on a lot of the sounds as well. Let's see if that's cool. I might also just turn down some of the reverb, if there is any. I don't know, maybe there isn't. Kind of sounds like there is, but maybe I'm just imagining it. No, I'm still not like a fan of the super solos. They are getting better, but it's just they also in some ways sound quite tinny, and I'm not sure exactly. I'm just gonna turn them down a bit because like turning the filters off made the highs come out more, so it sounds a lot louder. Okay. I like the sound. It does feel a little like harsh at some points on those frequencies, so I'm gonna turn it down a bit. But it's like it says oboe thing. It sounds more like just like a sine wave or something. Not quite a sine wave, but it's very like chiptune-y almost. This snare, don't think that one fits in. It's like a little bit too like short and bit crush sounding, so it doesn't kind of have this live feel. In fact, a lot of the drums are very like short, like the envelope, as if there's like an envelope on all of them. Like I feel like that should like boom and ring out longer, but it's just a short sample. I guess it can't do that, but maybe if there was like a longer kick, that might feel a little bit better just for that one more acoustic-y sounding drum kit. Especially the snare though. The snare is the biggest like offender. I'm gonna see if I can make a different Serum. Gerby, thank you for the 10 Nox donation. Wow, the chat is looking very fruity. I enjoy it. It's very healthy, lots of vitamins, lots of vitamin C going around. Cool. Stay healthy, guys. I appreciate it. It's definitely good to eat fruit and vegetables. Wait, did I duplicate this? Yeah, I think I just duplicated it. So let me actually replace it with like an initial patch. It could be the OTT. It might be like squishing it a little bit too much for my taste. And that's the thing with the multi-band. Oh, this is a fun preset. Yeah, I thought you might like that one. Nick! Thank you very much, Nick, for the donation. Thank you very much. Maybe I'll be taking some of these effects off as well. We'll see. It's good to like, take them off and be like, well, does it really make it sound better? Does it work better in the mix? Gonna detune this. Make this one maybe a little less detuned. This is the classic, like, simple Superstar setup. Ooh, that's way too high. Oh, these are like an octave higher, that's why. So if I am going to use the multi-band compressor, I'll usually turn the ratio for Superstars really low down. You already had it low down, but I will go like, 1.1 sometimes or 1.2, and maybe even make the release longer. See, I don't know if I like that. Nah, I don't like that. Even at this low of a compression ratio. See, that's just smushed. But then that feels a little dull, so maybe I will then go back. Let's try it. Pretty much the same. Oh, why is this panned? I don't think I really want this panned. I'm just gonna put it in the center. Yeah, that at least now my left ear isn't feeling so ignored. Okay, I think I've spent enough time on this, but a lot of more time probably could be spent on just like tweaking the super saws. I think from the initial and what they were at first, these do feel a little less like weird. The combination of all like the filters and the comb filtering, I don't think was necessarily super good. I'm not saying this is like the ultimate, you know, there's definitely ways of making them better. Maybe layering them, maybe adding different textures on top of that could be cool. Cool sounds. Pretty cool sounds there. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I the overall like gist of the track, you know, nothing crazy, but it is nice. It's supposed to be epic, you know, epic unfolding of the instruments. That's why it's like modern orchestra. I get it. I totally get it, and I think it's achieved. The scale of it. It's definitely achieved. Yeah. So, with that being said, I think I'll move on to the next project file. Teach us how to do future bass saws. I don't know if I'm really ever gonna do anything more like future bass content tutorial wise. Like the Cute Kawaii future bass video that I did, future music video, I think is already like as much as I'm going to do for that. But you know, never say never. Maybe that will all change, because lots of things change. Change is just natural. It's just a normal part of life. So, we have Tyga, Macarena, Fred X KTD. Is this gonna be a? Oh, I hope this doesn't like.
Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo pa darle alegría y cosa buena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, hey Macarena.
Hey, Macarena. Hey, put the chopper on the nigga, turn him to a sprinter. Bitches on my dick, tell them give me 1 minute. Hey, Macarena. Hey, Macarena. Put the chopper on the nigga, turn him to a sprinter. Bitches on my dick, tell them give me 1 minute. Hey, Macarena. Macarena. Bitches on my stick, my name ain't Harry Potter. She lick it up, make it disappear.
cuerpo alegría Macarena. Dale tu cuerpo alegría Macarena. Dale tu cuerpo alegría Macarena.
Wow, interesting. There goes the copyright for the stream. We were doing pretty good up until this point, but now the FBI are en route to just break through my door. But besides from that, I don't mind the Moombahton drop. I think that's actually pretty alright. You know, there's only so many ways you hear Moombahton being done, and sounds like Moombahton, so I think it's achieved pretty well. It did sound quite weird in the beginning. With like all the background elements, like, oh, it's a little, I don't know, a little out of tune, but maybe that's just me not being used to it. Like the hey Macarena and the E, the string in the background just sounds a little. And then the other instruments, I don't know. It just feels a weird combination of the harmonies there, but again, what do I know? But this part sounds pretty decent.
I ain't even no.
It does feel like, you know, it was kind of just a different track being produced, and then, hey, why don't we just put this acapella on top? It's a remix now. Hey, it's a remix. So, yeah. Beside from that, you know, cool. It's cool. That's all I really have to say. I don't have too much to say on this one. But, yeah. Cool. Cool. I'm chewing some protein right now. Okay, make sure if you are gonna like put a link in the Gleam link that it is like an actual link and not just not a link. You gotta do that. That's important. It's very important to do that part. Hey, what's this one? Okay, 1 second. Another remix. I hope you like more remixes, because we got a Virtual Riot and Dion Timmer remix from Bloodstorm. Ooh, that sounds very strange. I don't think the ARP is in tune with the bass, or something's not in tune there.
Hype and chat for Buff Dylan. Protein Gang?
Hell yeah. This time next year, I'm gonna be swole. Just full of protein. Just my muscles, 100% just made out of pure protein. It's gonna be insane. Oh, double messages.
Hype and chat for Buff Dylan. Protein Gang?
Yes. I wonder if that, like, double charged you or something. Or was that just a glitch of the machine? But I hope it double charged you. That'd be funny. It'd be very funny, Golf. I think you would appreciate the humor of that one. See, me and Golf, we go way back. We go way, way back.
Can't stand it. I kicked him out of the sandpit. Gang shit. You don't wanna run with gang shit. Baseline like a grill in your eye. We rep that rhythm or die.
The re-sounded cool, but I don't know if that's part of the original or not.
Yeah, boy.
Watching you critique your viewers' tracks is fun. But could you do a video of you making your own beats?
Yes! I want to do that so much, so badly. I've always just been like really like nervous to do that because like, oh, my creative process, like everyone's judging me making it. You know, I'm okay judging other people, but if other people judge me, whoa, that's too far there, buddy. I do want to do that. And I'm thinking for 200,000 like subscriber milestone, whatever, like I do that in a live stream, and I want to do like a 24-hour live stream where I make a whole album in 24 hours. That's what we're gonna do. Maybe not the moment I you know, get 200 subscribers, 200,000 subscribers, because that's coming up really soon, I think. But close enough. It's gonna be related to that. I would like to do a 24-hour live stream, make a whole album. It's probably gonna be terrible, but it's okay. It's cool. It's all for fun, cause yeah, that would be an experience. It's a lot to ask for, considering that like even like 2-hour live streams are like, okay, I need a break. But so this is kind of why I'm doing it today. I was like really worn out, so I didn't want to do it, but I gotta like build up that resistance, get to that 24 milestone, and then yeah. There's gonna be a twist though. There's gonna be a twist to the album. It's not just gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna make an album. That's shut. It's not just gonna be an album. No.
Hype and chat for Buff Dylan. Protein gang.
All right, I'm gonna take I'm gonna eat one of these protein nuggets. These tea-infused protein nuggets right here. Oh, it's chewy, and all the bits get stuck in my throat. Ah. Okay. Yeah, Goff, you're ruining this live stream. Okay, yeah, but we'll see. The drum sound isn't there. It's disgusting. I think the bass could be a lot louder. It's like what's going on there? It's just like everything just feels so in the background. Although I do like the snare. I think the snare is pretty great. And the Reese thing, that like I heard it earlier, like that's pretty good. This is the biggest offense. It's just the like the melodies here just don't gel at all. Like it's just whoa, what's up with that? Yeah. Yeah, and then like that ooh in the background and the sub and the melody, it just doesn't, something isn't adding up right there. Oh, okay, let's rewind to that. There's been a lot of tempo changes this session, this whole live stream. Again, I have nothing against that in theory. Like, you know, it's just a little funny in this context. Like, it's just like, psh, go straight into it. There's no real, like... It's almost like it comes in a beat earlier than you expect it to. It's just, alright, and we're off at 200 BPM. It's just kind of funny that. You have good drums. That's the thing I don't get. Like, the drummers are really good. but the synths could use more variation. We're just hearing that same like very washy bass over and over again throughout the whole track. And there is sub, but there's like nothing in between the sub and the synth. It's like two separate things. There's no like real mid bass to it at all. So that kind of feels like it's missing a bit of low end overall. It's like there's a gap there. Okay, yeah. There we have Bloodstorm Remix. Drums, pretty great. Can't deny the drums. I did enjoy the drums. Everything else, though, it's the rest of the stuff. But that's being said, drums are the most important part. So if you have good drums, then the rest of the things should really just fall in place. Oh, God. Oh, no, the protein. Keep it up. Keep it up, Bloodstorm. As long as you keep having good drums, then your other things, they'll get better over time, and they'll just fit together like a glove. Alright. I think this one's a project file. Let's download it. Recordero. Is there a Recordero in the chat? Here we go. Opening it up. Does the Gleam link reset every live stream? Yes, sometimes even multiple times during a live stream, but I don't think I will, because I think like at 11 I'll start to wrap up already. But if it's like a longer live stream, then I'll do like multiple Gleam links, so people who have entered and aren't watching anymore don't get picked, and it's more just the people who are still watching, they're the ones who are more likely to get picked. That's nice. It's a nice thing to do. Intro pad. That one, 808. Nah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, let's not have that one. Probably could be a little quieter in the mix, this particular synth. And I know, okay, so the guy probably isn't in the chat, but I'm still gonna do it because it's about the learning. And if you learn stuff like, oh, you know, maybe you'll learn something from doing this one, and it'll be like, hey, I had a clap that was too reverby in the intro too. Well, now I know to maybe not have it so loud. See? Learning can take place everywhere, or else, you know, if only one person's really learning from the experience, it's like kind of lame out of everybody else that's watching. So hopefully like that's a goal. Like even if your project's not getting picked, that it's still like a learning experience. This sound itself, it's not too interesting. The wub wub wub. But I mean, I'm gonna turn it down. Just a little. Yeah, the sound could definitely be layered, probably, or just have a more interesting sound to it. Like, I'm not against the sound. I don't think it's a bad sound. It's just simple, and it doesn't really add, not too interesting to layer over anything. I think that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh. Like the reverb. You can also like low cut your reverb so it doesn't sound too like low on the reverb stuff. Yeah, I kind of thought that was kind of interesting. I like the chord progression there. Yeah, again, that sound. Either like look for different ones or layer it. It's just on its own, it's not that crazy of a sound. Yeah, nice pads though. Like, it's nice, and overall, like, you could just have it. It's a very kind of backgroundy track, but nothing bad about it. It's just chill. It's a chill vibe. I'm vibing. I am vibing to this track very hard. Cool. All right. This one is for, it's called Lights. And it's from James or Widhi Samara. Oh, Vocalister, I believe, is the name of the artist. Where can I send FLP? In the Gleam link. I never respond to you, Illuminati confirmed. This is so sad. Why would I do such a thing? Am I just a cruel, heartless person? Do such a thing. Oh, I'm missing the whole entire intro. Okay, I'm liking the chords, but this is clashing with some of the other chords from here. Like, this is a great progression. Whoa, that part. Nah. Unfortunately, no. I think if you really want to have this, like, either have them higher up so it doesn't feel as noticeable, or like simplified, like just a couple notes, 1 or 2, or just have it like follow the actual chord progression. But that together, that throws me off. I don't think they work well, which is a shame because it is a very cool progression here. Oh. Okay, where is their bass? Why does this sound so bad? Like it's just so out of tune here. Is it just because it plays earlier? So then it's like kind of... Maybe if I just play it from here. I think that sounds fine. I think if you want to have your bass be before the bar, which is cool, it's definitely a cool trick to do. You know, gives it your chords a nice, like, rhythm. Then you just want to match up the chords here, because none of them are doing that at all. So it's just really like, oh, you hear the bass whilst it's playing over the other chord, and it just clashes in a not so nice way. Again, big shame, because I do like the chord progression. Or simplify the bass. That would be probably the easiest thing, but then you lose the cool, you know, rhythm. Okay, unfortunately, the basses are super cool, but they just don't fit in with anything. This is like too cutesy of a you know, nice, and then the basses just come out so like atonal sounding in a sense. Also, yeah, that VR growl is like, nah. Also, what's with? It's so resonant-y. What's up with that? How's that happening? Okay, whatever effect the delay, that's like adding some weird, like, ring. What combing? I guess, yeah. It's like a comb filter on it. Probably a little bit too much reverb just in general, anyways. But I'd probably go with that. Just use that one. But then make it louder so it fits in a bit more. Like, it's all cool, it's just like, it doesn't fit for this track. It would be cool for another track that's like a little bit more of a monotone, heavier track. But for this, I don't feel it. It just sounds too out of place. Oh, yeah, they just so harsh. So also like very, very wet, which is not a bad thing depending on the track. Like, again, it would work better for like rhythm or something like that. But I do think they're, in this context, they're a little too wet. So like, what is that doing? It's like, it's just nothing. It's not related to anything. And I also get that with a lot of the chiptune-y sounds. Like, they're cool and all, but it's also like not really in any sort of tune. That might not be the end of the world, but maybe it would just fit a little bit better if it was like fitting along with the rest of the harmony of the other chords. I'm gonna move this a little bit to the left. Oh, what? What? This is not doing... This is like not the same... It's like this is not in the same key of anything else. I don't know what that's doing. Also this one. It's definitely cool sound and everything. I don't know if it layers super well though with the other chords, unfortunately. Oh no. I'm not sure why this is like this. Okay, so what's up with the chords? Let me just check these chords. Okay, so this track should be in B flat minor, or in other words, B flat minor, D flat major. Oh, I really don't know what flats are in D flat major, but I can tell just by looking at this that I can't tell much just by looking at this. But yeah, they don't seem to and D flat major for a start would have a D flat and not a D in it, so that would have to come down. There's your problem there. Oh, it's like we turned this into 9-cat. All right. There's a lot of stuff that has to be done here, rewritten in the melody, and I don't think just fixing one note is going to put it all. It's a bigger problem than that. But it would be a good idea to like find out what key this is. I tried to quickly do that by like just looking for the root bass note of this progression, and then the chord. So that's like a minor chord, so B flat minor. And no, this isn't in F sharp major, because you don't just take the first like chord of the progression and be like, oh, well, it starts in F sharp major. Well, it must be F major. That's not how it works. It is in a major scale. Well, no, technically a minor scale, because this chord here is a minor. But hey, we don't have to get into music theory now. It's fine. It's all cool. But no, it's not F sharp major at all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you think so. What do you mean look at the F sharp major scale? Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. I mean, for starters, if it was F sharp major, then why is it like, why is this the home chord where it feels like it would end? Are we doing it? Are we looking it up? We're gonna have this discussion. Okay, F sharp major. And you do have to be aware that this chord progression is going to have non-diatonic chords. That's just the nature of these type of progressions for this like sweet, almost like, you know, cute kawaii future bass style music. They have a lot of non-diatonic chords. Okay. Now it's good. Well, for starters, this is not C sharp. If this was F sharp major, this would be C sharp. So there's already a non-diatonic chord there. This one fits. This fits. I think, yeah, that fits too. Again, a non-diatonic chord. But yeah. Nah. This, like, you can tell the scale of a track just by like finding the bass note of where you think the song could end. Because if I was to play this progression, like if I just stopped it right there, it would feel very incomplete. That's how you know it's not F sharp major. Whereas if I play a progression like this, like it feels like more like it could end it there, although it helps if I like put this bass note down or just play the bass note on its own. Like, oh yeah, okay, that makes a bit more sense. Like if I was just to play the bass notes. Da-da. Yeah, that feels more of a natural ending. That's kind of the clue there. And this F is also the fifth of this A sharp or B flat, so that, you know, that, yeah, boy! What's it called? The classical cadence kind of helps that clue that in.
Hi.
Hi, Mark. Mark Lund. Cool. Thank you very much for your donation. So I would definitely be saying that this is a B flat, and then everything else that isn't part of the scale are just non-diatonic chords. But I suppose, like, you know, you can definitely debate this sort of stuff. I've, like, whenever I like made other videos about like chord theory, it's like there's always like debate on how to call like the different spacings. Like if the second is an octave higher, do you call that the ninth or do you call it the second? But you know, there is a lot of debate on different aspects of music theory. Although I am curious if there are like, I am gonna ask Inverted Silence, who knows like more about music theory than I do, if he would consider this F sharp major or B flat major. I mean B flat minor. Okay, I think we're gonna pick one more project file. And then we're gonna call it a night. Because it's almost 11 o'clock and I don't have the energy to not today, not to go on for like 3 or 4 hours. So, this XXX4, Blurred Memories. Ooh, this is eerie.
Yeah, boy!
Oh my god, that was...
I love you, Dylan.
Thank you, NK Jellerup. You scared the hell out of me with that. It was very loud. It was very loud. Thank you very much for your donation. This is... possessed. This is cursed.
I love you more greater than.
Oh, that's true. Wait. You're right. You love me more than that unhappy face. That's what the value of the greater than means. See, if that was before the I love you more, then I would have to disbelieve and call that a lie. But it's true. The greater than did point towards the I love you more. So that is a true fact. It's very true. Thank you very much. Screw your donation.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. Indeed. Thank you, Soundblast. Okay. I actually enjoyed the intro. It was very it definitely set up an ambience, a mood, it was quite eerie, and it was making when I was getting the donations, it was like, whoa, that it shocked me because I was just so on the edge. I was just so unnerved.
Yeah, boy!
Hi, Sound Blast.
Oh, they found love. That's so cute. I kind of like the intro. I like it a lot, and I feel like that could be the whole song. Really, it could just be a very dark ambient experience. The drop though, that's the part where the bass idea is fine, but it's not that cool. It's not as cool as the intro. I actually like the intro a lot more. Yeah, it's okay, but also the bass is I think it's really, really loud compared to everything else. Yeah, I think the sound of it, I don't know, it's not great. It's just fine. It's an okay sound, but there's definitely a lot of cool stuff here.
Yeah, boy!
My disappointment is immeasurable and my night is ruined.
Oh, I am so sorry. Escape from Tibet. I'm so sorry. The algorithm did not shine upon you. That is most unfortunate. There's always a next time, but even then, that may not change. This is also kind of a reason why I did like a short live stream, because some people will like, you know, they'll be here for 4 hours and they don't get picked, and that's like, dude, that's a bummer. I'm sorry. It sucks to happen, but that's just how random be sometimes. It's just how random be. And then some people get picked like every time, and that's just how random be. It's just how random be. Yeah. Cool. I think we're gonna leave it there with this spooky song. But thank you for tuning into this live stream. That one more song on one more song. Oh, nah. Okay, nah. Yeah, should I do one more? One more song. Okay. All right. You guys convinced me, but it's gonna be a real quickie. It's gonna be a quickie. And then I'm gonna use it as the outro, like the outro like song. Oh my god, I can't find the clean link. Here it is. Here it is. One more. Oh, what the heck just happened? I think my like FL Studio. Oh no, we're good. Oh yeah, it did. What? Okay, no, we're good. We're good. All right.
This beat is what McDonald.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The moment you've been waiting for.
This beat is what McDonald's Sprite tastes like. Come on, run up on me, I would just run away. And I flex my parents' money like my name was Tay. I'm like Anthony Gallagher, cause I don't care what you say. I've been loyal since 2018 and nothing can change. Hey, come on, run up on me, I would just run away. And I flex my parents' money like my name was Tay. I'm like Anthony Gallagher, cause I don't care what you say. I've been loyal since 2018 and nothing can change. Hey, wash the dishes in the toilet, I eat my food off the floor. I'm like Egypt cause I'm hot, you're stupid if people were sore. I don't care what gender, sexual orientation, race, so no, you're still a bum, and that's no matter what. And I got zero monies in my bank account. Spent the 16 donating to a Twitch stream. I had a dream that I shot down with a laser beam. Now he is dead, what? Yeah, cuss the green. Come on, run up on me, I would just run away. And I flex my parents' money like my name was Tay. I'm like Anthony Gallagher, cause I don't care what you say. I've been loyal since 2018 and nothing can change. Hey, come on, run up on me, I would just run away. And I flex my parents' money like my name was Tay. I'm like Anthony Gallagher, cause I don't care what you say. I've been loyal since 2018 and nothing can change. Hey.
Well, who suggested to do one more song? Because that was a brilliant, great idea that you had there. Lil Oil. Yes. I actually really enjoyed that 808. That was a good 808 there. Cool. I can't think of a better way to end this stream than with Lil Oil. And yeah, we're not going to top that. There's no topping that. It's just the peak. Oh god, the protein is getting too much. I gotta take a sip. It's just gonna get more protein and stuck in my throat, but I have to go. Okay. Thank you everybody who watched, tuned in, donated. Thank you very much. With a round of applause.
Nice meme.
No. Where are my applauses? There we go. This is for you. This is for all of you. Thank you. Hopefully we'll do another live stream soon. I don't know when. 200k. Coming soon to this YouTube channel. Sometime in the future. I don't know when. Maybe, hopefully within a year's time. That would be cool. If we can get there within next year, I'd be very happy.